Now on City Ballet.
I've known Troy since one of my first SAB summer school courses, so we go way back.
He's a core member in the company, and it's always special when someone within the company gets the opportunity to choreograph.
When you're a dancer, you're just thinking kind of about yourself all the time, and you're trying to improve individually. When you're creating a ballet, it's more than just the steps. You have to look at the whole piece of music and listen to it and figure out a whole structure. Dancing's so physically exhausting, but choreographing is so mentally exhausting. So at the end of the day, I'll just be completely exhausted. Basically what I do is I try to find an empty studio before I begin rehearsals, and I just kind of dance around like an idiot. I try to see kind of what naturally I do when I'm responding to the music. I have this piece of music that I've been listening to for 3 years now, kind of waiting for an opportunity to choreograph to it. I first heard this piece of music at a indie rock venue down the Lower East Side by this new classical ensemble. And from the moment I heard it, I just thought, this is gonna be great. It's gonna take a lot of work. Everyday classical music is often just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over and over again. But I've kind of challenged myself by choosing this piece of music where it's just constantly changing. I love listening to this, and I want to create a visual counterpart that's like really closely tied to both how it's written and kind of like what I experience when I listen to it. Like this section, it's soft, and then there's kind of like this breaking through moment where it gets kind of very bold and firecracker-like, which is just so Ashley Bouder. So do a little arm going backwards, this step, arm, step.
This is my first time working with Troy and his first time being commissioned by New York City Ballet. So it's a new experience all the way around. I think a lot of us, it's our first time working with him. And I know that he's, certainly feels a certain amount of nerves and anxiety because this is a really big deal to him. I think he's been waiting a long time for this opportunity, and finally they've given it to him. And so we all just want to make it the best experience possible for Troy and, have the best outcome for him.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Yeah. As a choreographer working with like a dancer for a caliber, you want to find ways to like challenge her and make her do just all the crazy things that she can do. So like Tess, maybe you can go this way, and Claire can go this way. David, why don't you go this way?
I've been really impressed with Troy's confidence in like running the room. He's very clear about the steps and the choreography and the movement that he wants to see out of the piece, and that's nice. But even within that, he's been very welcoming of, people's interpretations, and we discuss, the way we're doing certain things. It's not set in stone or anything like that.
Everybody in this company is so great, and I think casting this ballet was really difficult because it's like going to a buffet when you're really hungry because everyone is excellent.
It's extra special when someone who sees you dance every day chooses you to be in their piece. It feels very special, and I feel very privileged to be a part of it.
I really wanted all of these dancers. I love them all. They're all so different, and they're all so athletic.
When we were all first called, I was a little perplexed, but now I'm like, oh yes, this is very much a piece for these 6 dancers.
This piece, it's a lot of jumping, it's a lot of turning. The music's really complicated, so I needed a lot of really solid people.
It's really challenging, difficult. It's pretty much 10 minutes of jumping.
It is hard. It's only 10 minutes, but it's very hard.
We physically cannot do it every day. It's rather athletic.
It's what we call puffy. Like you're like huffing and puffing the whole time because he's got us jumping the entire time.
It's definitely a puff. I mean, we're nonstop moving from the first note to the last note.
It's just kind of dig deep and keep pushing. You just gotta kind of find that extra gear to keep moving in it.
It makes a dance really exciting, but also just requires that much more effort.
Lunge, bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay? That'll be great. It's Havoc. The premiere is 13 days away, so it's kind of really exciting. I'm just watching this piece now to kind of do these really kind of like fine-tuned corrections that I think will just make certain things read a little bit better. I just try to see how I feel when I'm watching it, because I am definitely my harshest critic. So if I find myself like smiling or enjoying it, then I know I'm on to kind of a good, start. Like at this point, there's a lot of kind of performance corrections. There's certain things like, I really want people, when they're dancing together, I really like them to look at each other.
All of his pieces, because I've seen some of his other work that he's done outside the company, have this nice sense of community to them. And he even told us the first day, I don't want you performing for the audience, I want you performing for one another, which gives the piece a whole different feel because you're projecting like all around you instead of just straightforward.
The costumes are pretty fun.
Ooh, Sister Mary Clarence is getting detention for this.
This is not passing any sort of Catholic school regulation.
They're all wearing these prep school blazers, and I've choreographed a lot of the arm motions for something that would hopefully look good in that kind of clothing. It's kind of funny because yesterday was the first time I went on the stage, and I was like so looking forward to this moment of just like sitting back, but there's really no time for that. It doesn't even exist. It's like you're analyzing the costumes, you're starting to analyze lighting, and then all of a sudden you're doing this full run through with everything. There's no time to really be like, it looks great. You're just thinking about like, okay, this needs to look better, this needs to look better. And this happens with every ballet that we do. I've always seen other choreographers feeling this way, and now I understand what that feeling is like.
The reason that the New York City Ballet has never stopped because it still has Balanchine's beating heart.